Well, hello everybody. Let's switch angles here. Woo wee! Hey! Hey, it's Thursday. Thursday's the worst day. I don't like Thursday much at all. But you know what? We're gonna make it better. We're gonna make it better, and I'm gonna stream. It's very freaking exciting. This is one of my favorite games. Let me tell you, this was game of the year, a couple years running. My dog tackles my kids. Yeah. The chat is ready to display messages. That's great. This is one of my favorite games. This is Adobe Premiere Pro. I used Adobe. I'm not Adobe. I used Sony Vegas for the longest time, and that thing just went sideways on me one year, and just stopped working. So we use Premiere now to do. I've used Premiere for every single nth review insofar. So if you're watching, if you're just tuning out, whatever you got. I'm here. I'll be editing for a little bit, and if you pop in the chat, I will see you. And just kind of back and forth, and obviously spoilers, for the Outer Worlds and this upcoming nth review, number 12. Gosh, I can't believe this will be the 12th one. Woo wee! So just kind of a breakdown here. If you've never seen Premiere, this is all going to start lighting up here. In a second. You see the nth bug here is in its own layer on top, and then underneath it are all the individual chapters. So as you see them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or however many chapters, was it 8 or something in Thief series? You see that I put them in their own windows. Why is it's starting to snow here. It's getting a little crazy, and I don't know if I might be the only one in here. Oh my goodness, I might be the only one in here, but that's okay. That's okay. We're good. If you're in here, just just drop a chat and listen to my dog. Kind of just doing stuff in the background. That's what they do. Dogs are background animals. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, going down. That's good. I got my, what do we got here? We got Coke, Diet Coke Zero Sugar today. And we're just going to get breaking down here. Let's get into chapter 1. Actually, let's play it so far. Are you ready? Are you ready for epic? Are you ready for epicness? Here we go. Let's play this. You're gonna see it again and again. Don't worry. I like watching the videos over and over. Can't even hear that. What the heck? Preferences. Let's do audio hardware. Pipe it out to me. We're gonna do. Oh, I can't remember. It's not optical. Yeah, sure. Does that work? Nope, that didn't work at all. I hate switching it on here. There's no input. That's ridiculous because I'm talking to a microphone right now. Actually, I guess that doesn't matter. Speakers. There we go. That's better. That's better. And yes, I do put the little guide halfway through the review. Yo, Louise. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So, that's it so far. It's incredible! I'm on Twitch. I'm on my personal Facebook as well. I am everywhere. Everywhere. So, wherever you can get me. Wherever you can get to me, I am there too. Oh, Louise, take a look, take a look, take a look. This is the whole review so far. This is keel to keel here. And that's Kirby crawling in the background. I am Legion. So I was saying earlier, these are all of the chapters. This is the nth bug that goes on top. So you see it everywhere. Fortunately, we just watched the beginning. That's all I've done so far. And then what I'll do is I'll lay it out to timing. So you see all these little marks here. These are cuts in the video. And so what I do is I take the audio track. Yeah, so I take that and I lay it out. Let's go into chapter 1 here. So I lay it down piecemeal here. I've already edited it and cut it down. Unless I made a mistake. And then I definitely don't make any mistakes. And I'll lay down the title cards, the subchapter markers. This is one of those games. There, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. And then, yeah, you see exactly where I need to cut to. And then scenes where I cut away, where I have footage I need to cut away to, I do that here. So that I know the entire length of each chapter, and then subsequently, I know how long the whole review is going to be, minus this little bit at the end. And like I said, we're in Adobe Premiere. The intro here I do separately in After Effects. I do each one of these in After Effects. And then when we go into the... I mean, yes, I guess you could just double click on each one instead. But all the subchapter markers here and the intro bit here are done in After Effects. I used to do them in Flash, or I used to do the main chapters in Flash. I didn't do the subchapter markers. And then these title cards I do in Photoshop. Yeah, this is, well, everyone's different, right? I'm sure everyone's got advanced ways of doing this and that, and all that fun stuff, but honestly, it would be cool to, you know, get some experts here and tell me, like, really cool ways of doing stuff just over here. I think I've got that footage. So I have two monitors here. I don't want that. I want... let's see. Well, thank you. It's the only way I know how to do it. It's the only way. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we got capture. I gotta remember where all my capture stuff is. Why is my... it's like my C drive has got 31 gigs free right now. Good evening, Crash. No, it's not weird if you enjoy watching people edit audio and video, and you know what? I will take any and all advice that you have. I've only been doing this for, excuse me, years, but I will take all kinds of cool stuff that you got. So don't mind me as I'm trying to find footage here. Desktop. Did I do? I did. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So that's that. That's good. Ooh. I like. What is that? Wow, so this is the effects panel here. Wow, okay. I have, like, rarely messed with the transform stuff in here. I mean, this is a pretty simple edit, I must admit. Orzine, welcome, welcome. Yeah, welcome, everybody. Is there white noise? Well, I don't know. Is there white noise? Do you hear it now? Because I paused that tutorial video? It might be something going on in the room, too. Yeah, hey, I'm editing... I don't know if that's better. I just plugged the microphone all the way in. Well, let's play with it. I haven't had an, let's see if we can diagnose it as we go. Hey guys, while we're here, let's, we're gonna obviously do this a whole bunch of times, but let's play the video so far. All, 45 seconds of it. And that's it so far. That's it. I wonder if it's... Hang on. If I do this in a second here, does the white noise go away? Did it go away there? Okay, so that's something related to the microphone. Is it, like, nasty? Is it terrible? Is it awful? Is it going to destroy your computer? Because I can't hear it from my end. So I have to rely on you. Alright, let's get into... Let's, fucking chop shit. Grr. How about we just unplug it all together? Is that any better? Can you even hear me? Can you even hear me? Okay. Alright, let me try... Hang on. Let's try... Is the white noise back? Great! Okay, so something with the connection there. Perfect. So what did you guys think of the first 45 seconds of this video? We're gonna bring in this thing. Oh, okay, hang on. Let's because we're gonna I frickin' here we go.
It's not the best choice. It's space.
You're gonna get so tired of watching this.
Devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
My research may not quite fall within legal parameters.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
You say angry. I say efficient.
Hey, Captain. I'm in space.
I never asked to be liberated.
Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Not many folk have big pulsating space brains like you.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stinks.
The Outer Worlds is an interesting game. It checks.
And that's it. That's it so far. And we've got a guest here in the green room. What do we got? What do we got going on? Oh, no. He's like, bye-bye. No, Dad. No, I'm too shy. I'm too shy. Kirby, you want to come? Okay, fine. Whatever. Whatever. All right, where are we at? We got, okay. So we got to go into chapter 1 here. The intro and all the animations I do here are done in After Effects and then brought in by Dynamic Link, which is so freaking cool. Yeah, even these sub-chapter markers here are done in After Effects and then just brought in. So let's dive in. Let's get some stuff cut up. I recorded just some random crap. Did I record any good footage?
Where I was talking to that one dude who actually Dimitri.
I'm just skipping around. Can I just stop skipping around? Yeah, he's freaking gone. He does what he does.
I really pissed him off, I know. It was not nice of me. I'm sorry. It would be weird.
Yes, I did a screen capture of my stream. There's so much footage. Wait. Alright, so we're going to place our... Alright, so we're going to place our... Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Ah. I don't need to do that. I forget I don't need to do that. That's the wrong one too. That's for abduction.
Well, that did it.
Alright. Okay. So we got that. I know. I'm messing with...
It's a role-playing game. It's from Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, the guys who, once upon a time...
Alright, so this is... We're doing our Fallout reference here. So we're going to highlight that. Do our little 3.4 point edit. We're going to ignore the Fuck. We're going to turn that off. There we go. I like that. That's good. That's good. Okay.
Upon a time, Rods the Rat-
You can probably hear Kirby in the background there. You know what? Screw it. We don't need to do a crop. We need to do a zoom. So we're going to take this in here, go to effects, do our zoom here. Oh, he's so sad. All right, let's try this out.
Once upon a time brought us the...
All right, that's a little too late.
Once upon a time brought us...
There we go. That's much better.
Once upon a time
us the original Fallout. It's science fiction. It has an interesting... Okay. That was great. So many boxes for me. Okay, so that's there. Did you see that? That was a beautiful little edit there. I just inserted that footage. Now I gotta remember where I put the rest of my footage. Where is the rest of my footage? I usually have like 4 or 5 Windows Explorer open, folders open as I'm parsing all my footage. I don't want that. I grabbed a whole bunch of content for this. I know this is incredibly exciting. Kirby is now trying to get across the table. He's doing it. Yep, that was it. You got it. Outer Worlds. That is that. No. I did not grab the footage that I wanted to grab. Hang on, I gotta grab that footage I wanted to grab. Okay, so that's that. You're seeing, obviously I'm doing this all on the second monitor. I realize this is incredibly exciting. So that should be good in just a minute, but it checks so many boxes for me. It's a role-playing game. Alright, so now what I can do, as soon as I bring back my Windows again, is I can insert, so this is the script and reference here. Don't mind the cat, he's just in the box, it's okay. He wants some hugs. He wants some love. That's that. I need... Why is there so much crap everywhere? I need this thing. Do you want to create more of a mess there, Kirby buddy? He's just doing what he wants. Okay. So let's grab some notes. I want some notes. Let's grab, so this is what the catalog looks like. When I am done with the footage, I always want hugs. I am always in the market for hugs. You have no idea. So when I'm done shooting the footage, aka playing the game, what I go through, excellent. I grabbed the no clip thing. I like his documentaries. I'm going to cut that in just a little bit. But this is all of the cataloging that I do, because I do all of these in blocks right here. This is all my Outer Worlds footage. It's between about 1 hour to 4 hours long each. This right here you're seeing is 54.5 hours of footage here. It's a lot of footage, so obviously there's a lot of notes, like and I don't always do it right. It's not a perfect system, but I'll do keywords as I'm going through. There's gonna be spoilers, but we're only gonna be in the beginning of chapter 1, so you're not gonna see a whole lot. Do you need help, buddy? He is like in this Beetlejuice. No spoilers from me on the video. Oh. Well, we're gonna... I only edit 3 to 5 minutes a freaking day anyway, so we're not even gonna hit that. That's fine. Anyway, here's all the cataloging. So what I do is I go, I want something cinematic. And I already did that one for the intro. So what's some other ones? He's having so much fun over there. Yeah, I don't care about that. What is that doing? I don't know why this is hooked up through the public Wi-Fi. Weird. Okay. So Gorgon, I'm going to try and not show anything crazy, but I will show you stuff that will fit what I need. All right, so we're going to AY. And what's that cinematic shot of the hallway that I'm talking about? 128.55. Okay. And I do them by 5 minute or 5 second increments so that I don't go fucking crazy. Was it 128.55? Gorgon has some amazing looking environments, by the way. That was pretty cool, but not quite cool enough. And usually I'm not spending this much time deliberating on here, but cinematic panorama apiary. Let's do this one. BC 2950. Okay, so we'll try this one. And when I have a whole bunch of files open, it tends to get a little bit slower, and that's great. So I put my insert point. Actually, I want to hear. Okay, so that's all we really need. So stat there, and voila. All right, so
It checks so many boxes for me.
So bring that down. I like manually adjusting the audio in each clip. I used to do like just a global on the entire layer, but then I lost subtlety. Let's roll this a little bit further along. That's not quite what I'm looking for.
It checks so many boxes for me. It's a role-playing game. It's from Tim Kaine and Leonard White. It's from Tim Kaine. It's a role-playing game. It's from game. It's from game.
Oh, so that's the next word there. So we're gonna actually just stretch this out.
It checks so many boxes for me. It's a role-playing game. It's from Tim Kaine.
All right, so now we have the captures. What do we got here? I know this is all very thrilling, but which one did I grab? There we go. And I swear I have a thing for this. Can we do... Where are you? Just Tim... I just want to see Tim and Leonard talking.
Start our own company.
Alright, that's a little too much. Alright, so we're going to use that. Right in here. I'm going to bring down the audio. And then I want to say that I have... I'm going to bring up Adobe Link, Dynamic Link. I'm going to import After Effects composition. I'm going to go to the chapters, which is where I keep all my YouTube. Or no, I don't. So these are all the subchapter markers and chapter markers for Thief and the Outer Worlds so far, along with the base files here, so that when I need to change things. Something that no one ever brought up about the Thief review is the fact that the arrows here were actually offset by like here. No one ever noticed. I'm the only one who noticed. So I actually fixed it for this review. And you guys are the only ones who know now. It's great. So now you're going to go back through that Thief review and you're going to be like, oh my god, the orange arrows are off. The arrows are off. What the heck? Drinking on the freaking stream. What's he doing? Okay, so I do actually have let's bring up File Explorer. Perfect. And I got graphics out the yin yang, of course. Where am I at? Projects, the nth review, title cards. I think I've done this one before. I swear, is it under Thief? YouTube, I cannot see. No, I want those bigger. Give them to me bigger. Oh, I thought I had one for these guys. Where are you? Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to make one. Cool, let's bring up Photoshop. We're gonna make some damn ass frickin' cool. We're gonna go to title cards. Bunch of other exciting work got in there. Let's bring up layers, and we're gonna bring up is it bottom bar? I really just need to group these. I'm terrible at layers, naming them and stuff. Just absolutely terrible. There's the play icon. And then we're gonna turn off this thing. And I swear I thought I had. Huh. Alright. So then bottom bar, we can move that away. I don't know why I did that. I could just Control T. That's the wrong way. There we go. Now we're going to save as. We'll go to yeah, and here Outer Worlds. I'm going to do YT no clip. I like citing my sources. I think that's just ethical. And we're going to do save. And I think they're the only ones that I've yanked. No, we don't need to save the file. Okay, so now we can come back to here that you cannot see. We'll go to Outer Worlds, and we're going to drop in this right here. That is not what I told you to do, Photoshop. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's not what I told you to do at all. And of course I didn't save. Oh, I'm an idiot. Thank you, Louise. You're ever supportive. Let's try that again. I don't even know how that happened. How did that even happen? Bottom bar. YouTube. Dead Dread. No clip. Done. Cool. Why does that even... I know what the hell I did. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot twice. I'm an idiot twice. That's what's going on. It's because I've got this going on. But if we did one of these things... Nope, wrong way. One of these things. That's really dumb looking. Or is it... How does that look? That looks alright. Could be better. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. What the fuck? I don't like that at all. Good thing we've got... Alright, so that's that, and then this is this. I think that's okay. That should be good. Okay, title cards, Outer Worlds. Let's change it to ping. YT, no clip. Yes, I want to replace it. Yes, I don't care. Oh, because it's fucking... Of course. Of course. We're going to do... I don't care if I get messy. It's fine. Alright, so you're out. And I'm going to bring in your buddy. Where did I save that thing? Where did I save the fucking thing? I just fucking... This is so terrible. Fucking amateur hour. Fucking amateur hour. YT, no clip 2. God. Nick, you suck at this. You suck so bad. Alright, that's Photoshop. Cool. And then we're going to move this up. I don't know why. I know why. It totally left my mind. Why I didn't automatically... Why I haven't animated those YouTube citations. And the answer is that I've just completely forgotten. You know, I don't like that there. 1920. God. 1920. Now we're doing 1080. But we're going to move this over here. Nope, we're not going to do that. Not going to do it. I don't care if it's a pixel off. You get what you get. Okay, let's show the whole thing so far. Nope, it's fine. I just made a bunch of stupid mistakes. All right, let's go to. Now we can go back to any one of these freaking footages here. Let's go just drop into Edgewater. That's it there. That's pretty cool. Let's try that. That's chapter 8. I don't need chapter 8. There isn't even 8 chapters. I can delete all these, actually. That's probably what I'm going to do. So bring you down. Why is there a gap here? I told you to come right up to the end. Okay. All right. I want to see the unreliable in the hangar. So let's bring up unreliable. Okay. Did I do unreliable cinematic? Nope. Cinematic unreliable. AE 5950. Okay. Seriously, it takes so long finding so footage. Okay, so we're gonna go. So do my little machinima pan. This is not it. I gotta go the other way. So please tell me I did one better than that. Please tell me I got a better take than that. Is that what I'm doing here? I think it is. No, that's the... God damn it. That's not good enough. I did another one. I know I did. That's not... Okay. No, we're not going to get a good... wait, maybe we did. Hang on. No. Alright, let's... I know I did another one. Let's go to... Cinematic. There we go. AK 3 hours and 22 minutes in. Alaska. Do. Let's see if this one's better. Hopefully it is. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's all part of the that was cool. Yeah, that's that sweet sugar right there. All right, right before I got stopped by something. All right, so right there. Boom.
Throughout, you get your own spaceship and travel the Halcyon system. It's got a...
Let's see if we can bring up the audio, actually. I like having a little bit of ambiance.
Wow. It's science fiction. It has an interesting Art Nouveau styling throughout. You get your own spaceship and travel the Halcyon system. It's got a familiar gameplay, but it's an original IP, and it's not a prequel, sequel, or reboot.
Great. So, Crash, you said you were 50-50 on this game as far as picking it up. I don't know if Crash is still around. Kirby's messing up my blinds by being in them. Really need to put on my curtains. I'm missing like some stuff. Ugh. Goodness. Am I seriously showing this one? Oh, you did. What did you? What? Hang on. Let's see what OBS wants. Oh, thank God. I thought I'd been showing this weird ass view for a while. That's what that's kind of what Rain was saying, because I actually asked Rain, like, yo, did you have some, like, you know, some thoughts on it? And he's like, bro, I don't even remember it. And so it felt short, but honestly it felt like the right length. Honestly, it felt like it didn't. The DLC adds a lot. The main game I went through and did almost every quest. It was about 35 hours. And then each DLC is about an extra 10 hours in there. So you're a huge fan of New Vegas. See, I wasn't. And I wasn't like the biggest fan of Fallout 3, but I could at least get into it. And I loved Fallout 4, but you've probably already seen the review for that. So
Familiar gameplay, but it's an original.
let's see if we can get. Let's just bring up some conversation here. Or loot. Is there loot?
You got 1 minute. Starting now.
Okay. That's pretty good. If I can steal from the same clip, I will do it.
System. It's got a familiar.
Bring it down a little bit further. I'm not gonna bring this. There we go.
System. It's got a familiar gameplay, but it's an original IP, and it's not a prequel, sequel, or reboot. What could possibly...
The gunplay was a lot better. And I didn't really get. Hang on, I'm forgetting to chat. The base building I didn't do a whole lot of. The honestly, Crash, the DLC is the best part of this game, like hands down. It seriously is, and unfortunately, it doesn't add to the main narrative. They're just kind of like these episodes that you can get to later on. But the DLC is the best content in the game, and you have to buy it separately, and that's part of my conclusion too. So
Familiar gameplay, but it's an original IP, and it's not a prequel, sequel, or reboot.
all right, let's bring in some other footage here. Let's get some combat in here. I'm doing some stealth in here. Here's me sneaking. Sneaking. All the I'm trying to sneak past these guys and I'm getting stuck in the environment. I really want to kill some people. I can understand that, Crash, because it took them a year to come out with the first DLC. Hi, Parvati. And Orzine, my problem is that at some point all the different bases were too much to handle. I stopped caring if bases got attacked. Yeah, I can... That's the best part of the fucking game, honestly. Let's do that. I didn't get too much into the base building. I know that there were plenty of mods for Fallout 4 that got really nuts.
Prequel, sequel, or reboot. What could possibly go wrong? The Outer Worlds released in October of 2019, just before the critical November release, death schedule, and award season. Possibly go wrong.
Oh, you never modded it, huh? But I know people who do, and they did all kinds of crazy shit. Let's do a death scene. How's that? Let's see how that fits in here.
What could possibly go wrong? The Outer Worlds released in October of 2019, just before the critical November release, death schedule, and award season.
Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Let's use that. I'm being very fluid with whatever my clip selection is. I have none. I bought Fallout 4 for the original, not for the original, for the Xbox One. I played through the whole thing. I did the nth review back in December of 15. And then I haven't played it since. Which, I mean, unfortunately, that's sort of how it goes. Okay, so this is... You know, it doesn't matter. At least you didn't knock anything on the floor again. Oh, and I have to show off my B. I got a B. B. A friend of mine sent it to me. Hang on. Friend of mine sent me a B. He's adorable. This is Honey. Even though she's a bumble, A Bombus. This is Honey. He's adorable. Mwah. Okay, let's get back to editing. That's the wrong fucking thing again. I keep doing that. Oh, this is such a great game. Adobe Premiere Pro, I mean. Okay, so.
The Outer Worlds released in October of 2019, just before the critical November release, death schedule, and award season.
Okay, so we're going to do a transition here, and I've got a little folder. A new bee for the hive. You are absolutely correct. Let's get rid of the. Sometimes I leave the search, whatever search term was in there, on, and then I can't find any fucking thing I want in there. Go figure. Alright, so stuff I always use. I have a bunch of effects. Let's use a cross dissolve. And I like doing them down to 14 frames.
Go wrong. The Outer Worlds released in October of 2019, just before the critical November.
Alright, we're going to bring this up because I do actually like the sound. Unfortunately, so what'll happen is I'm recording this with NVIDIA. With the NVIDIA Control Shadow Play, I guess. It doesn't explicitly say. And after a while, the variable frame rate will decouple from the sound. So on longer clips, it will just totally disappear. On this, and of course you're seeing this is only an 18-minute clip. Sometimes it just fucks up right away. So here we go. Let's see. The only reason why I go back to Fallout 4 is when I want to do base building, but not Minecrafting. I remember knocking down a bunch of stuff. I don't know. Like scrapping like entire houses in the starter. We're going to unlink the audio so that we can get this just right.
Just before the critical November release, death schedule, and award season. Initial impressions looked solid, and it seems like it would have no issue standing out, despite releasing in the same year as the similarly titled The Outer Wilds from a new, significantly smaller studio. And yet, when trophies were being handed out and media outlets were clinking their champagne.
Kirby, can you knock it out? Kirby. Oh, he got up with the dog food. Oh, he's such a jerk. I gotta... Hang on. Let me resolve this. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. You have no idea, Orgy. You have no idea the stuff that cat puts me through. Did I save? I wonder if I have... why didn't I save this footage? Let's, no, that's not gonna work. Let's just bring in some front page Outer World stuff. This is the intro. Kirby. He's getting really good at this. We'll be right back. No. No. You know, I love my boy. I love my boy Kirby. I really do. And we got some dog food in, and I put it up above the cabinets. And he found a way, despite my intentional planning, to access it. And I just came up with a way to take care of that. Hopefully. Yeah, I think I got it. And so I owe myself a reward. The Hershey's bar. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, red, white, and blue. Cookies and cream. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is editing candy right here. And I really need a longer cable for my earbuds. And I need to fix these blinds. Jesus. Everything everywhere. That's what it looks like outside. It's thrilling. It's snowing. Ugh. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that's good. He's up there again. So amazing editing going on. But I've got candy and he doesn't, so there. Woohoo! Okay, where were we at? We're here.
Solid, and it seems like you would have no issue The Outer Wilds from a new, significantly smaller.
So I got the trailer for the Outer Wilds. Oh, guess who shows up?
And yet, when trophies were being handed out, media outlets were clinking their champagne glasses, reflecting on all the games they played that year. The Outer Wilds was cleaning up, while Obsidian's The Outer World seemed to have disappeared into the ether entirely. So what happened?
Does that sound like
Where
your...
did this game go?
What does that sound like your response? Crash? Hey everybody, it's Kirby! Goodbye. Resolution Force away. You see the Hershey. Hang on. You see the Hershey. There we go. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing. All right, let's watch the whole thing. Let's watch the whole thing so far. Let's watch the whole thing so far. I told you you're going to get really bored of this. I do this all the time.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
My research may not quite fall within legal parameters.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
You say angry. I say efficient.
Hey, Captain. I'm in space.
I never asked to be liberated.
Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Not many folk have big pulsating space brains like you.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, well, that stings.
The Outer Worlds is an interesting game. It checks so many boxes for me. It's a role-playing game. It's from Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, the guys who, once upon a time, brought us the original Fallout. It's science fiction. It has an interesting Art Nouveau styling throughout. You get your own spaceship and travel the Halcyon system. It's got a familiar gameplay, but it's an original IP, and it's not a prequel, sequel, or reboot. What could possibly go wrong? The Outer Worlds released in October of 2019, just before the critical November release, death schedule, and award season. Initial impressions looked solid, and it seems like it would have no issue standing out, despite releasing in the same year as the similarly titled The Outer Wilds from a new, significantly smaller studio. And yet, when trophies were being handed out and media outlets were clinking their champagne glasses reflecting on all the games they'd played that year, The Outer Wilds was cleaning up, while Obsidian's The Outer Worlds seemed to have disappeared into the ether entirely. So what happened? Where did this game go? Did it kick on its skip drive and Cole Protocol its way into oblivion? I can't remember the exact moment I wanted to give this game a shot.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, Crash, is, did it, like, it sounds like it just totally just freaking disappeared. You played it, and then it was gone. Also, why are you spending $4,000 on headphones? Christ, man. I mean, I know there's a market. I know there's a market for those kind of cans, but I mean, seriously, buddy. I would buy a new machine right now because I keep buying a pair and they're trash or they break after a year. Yeah, I totally $4,000 total. Like, are you buying an amp and stuff? It's like get a mixing board, get a stream deck in there. We get the Outer Wilds. I need so a couple years ago, a friend of mine worked at Westone. They make high-end in-ear canal phones, and what they do is this is the one. They inject foam into your ears. And yes, that is the Shodan from System Shock 3, which will be some future Nth review when I get to it. Excuse me. So they inject foam into your ear so they get an impression of the inside of your ears. And then the tip of the Westone bits is temperament, is a heat-sensitive plastic, and it actually expands into your ear canal, and I love the heck out of those things, but I never had like a mini amp or something to really take advantage of it. So I would love to get another set of those because your ears change over time, and mine really didn't, but the connectors to the buds didn't, kind of just like fell out because they just use. But I love those. I would love just some cans. But the thing about cans is that so you have the can itself, you have the bridge, and then you have like this arm that connects in here, and I always break the arm. The arm is always the cheapest fucking plastic in the entire universe. So I'll lift it up, and maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe that's what I'm doing. And I'm using like $15 Sonys right now because they work. I mean, they just freaking work. They just do it because you're talking about reviews and stuff like that. And of course, everything's fucking subjective and blah, blah, blah. I can't remember what it was. Also, it's not that Outer Worlds was bad. It was still fun. To be honest, it was short, but that's probably a compliment. Well, I'm going to have a 2-hour review for you. But, yeah, earbuds, any headphones. There was this one forum. I can't remember what it was. This was like 2009 or 10 that I was looking this stuff up. And people were just talking about preamps and all kinds of crazy shit. Because of, your headphones have an impedance and you're not getting the full juice out of them unless you get an amp. And then I never had the money because all the amps, the little portable amps that I was looking at were like $250 or something. And I was working at Best Buy at the time and I had no money. Okay. All right. We're going to take a little bit of a break here and find out what's going on. There, is that better? How's that sound? Does that sound like me? So it was the metal lid holder that I had on the top of the cabinets to keep him from the dog food that I moved down. And, yep, he found a way. This little boy right here found a way to bring it down. So yeah, I would love some headphones. What I found is that with this little beast right here is that he will chew through the tiniest cables. So unless I wrap them in tape or they're really, really thick, this little floofter, who is still alive by the grace of God, he will just gnaw through it. So there's been some feeds here where he's just been gnawing on stuff. And he likes rubbing up against everything. Everyone say hi to Mr. Kirby. Captain Kirby, the troublemaker, the jerk ass. Yes, you. I'm talking about you, buddy. Alright, so we got this here. We're going to bring that. And he's just going to dive out the window. Who cares?
And yet, when trophies were being handed out and media outlets were clinking their champagne glasses reflecting on all the games they played that year, The Outer Wilds was cleaning up, while Obsidian's The Outer Worlds seemed to have disappeared into the ether entirely. So what happened?
Let's do that thing. We're going to do some pushes back and forth for transitions. We're going to push back, push back, push back. Hey everybody, welcome to, like, not the green room. I mean, it is the green room. It's the purple room. It's the Saints Row room. But we're editing The Outer Worlds, the review. Some light spoilers so far because we're only in freaking... let's not use this huge ass clip. Let's use this one. So an hour. No, let's use something else. But we're editing. We're editing. That's what we do here. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I need... Captain Trouble's in here. I need some fucking footage. That's what I need. Where are my folders? This is not usually how I lay stuff out, but... I gotta show you guys. I gotta show ya. That's only 4.5 minutes long. That's only 9.5 minutes long. That seems right. That's Sanjar. There's a bunch of pretty stuff here. Lots of splash screens. Am I really displaying the end screen? Is that what I'm doing? Jesus Christ. Amateur hour over here. We do what we want because we don't know what we're doing.
Similarly titled The Outer Wilds, from a new significantly smaller studio. And yet when trophies were being handed out and media outlets were clinking their champagne glasses reflecting on all the games they played that year, The Outer Wilds was cleaning up, while Obsidian's The Outer Worlds seemed to have disappeared into the ether entirely.
Okay. I'm going to let this render out the audio. No, I'm not. No, I'm not leaving. I had it on the wrong screen, and I don't have OBS up right away because I'm an idiot. But we're going to put in some transitions because I like me some transitions. There we go. It's hard to edit when you're not streaming. We're going to bounce back here. And again, I like 14 frames. We're going to do... So B's going to come in here. Here we're going to do standard. Here we're going to do B again. So it's going to be...
Here is the similarly titled The Outer Wilds from a new significantly...
We're going to bring this back just... there we go.
Similarly titled The Outer Wilds from a new significantly smaller studio. And yet when trophies were being handed out and media outlets were clinking their champagne glasses reflecting on all the games they'd played that year, The Outer Wilds was cleaning up, while Obsidian's The Outer Worlds seemed to have disappeared into the ether entirely.
So what we need is... we need to leave... we need to leave Groundbreaker. Where is... So it's Marauder Camp. Weapon Wheel, Marauder Lay Takedown. Groundbreaker Splash. Alright, so we need AE somewhere in there. We are bringing up AE. And look, we're already a minute in. We've edited a minute of footage, minus the couple seconds up front here. We're making good time. We're doing good. Okay. So we're going to AE. Oh, I'm already here. Where is the... We need to get off the planet. Did I miss a cutscene yet? Yes, I've missed a cutscene. Perfect. Let's use that. Now Kirby's behind the light and the monitor. He's going to gnaw on some cables. That's what he does. Alright, let's get a push in here to go back to the Outer Worlds. We're going to bring that down to 14. Okay, let's watch it from the top.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stinks.
The Outer Worlds is an interesting game. It checks so many boxes for me. It's a role-playing game. It's from Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, the guys who, once upon a time, brought us the original Fallout. It's science fiction. It has an interesting Art Nouveau styling throughout. You get your own spaceship and travel the Halcyon system. It's got a familiar gameplay, but it's an original IP, and it's not a prequel, sequel, or reboot. What could possibly go wrong? The Outer Worlds released in October of 2019, just before the critical November release, death schedule, and award season. Initial impressions looked solid, and it seemed like it would have no issue standing out, despite releasing in the same year as the similarly titled The Outer Wilds from a new, significantly smaller studio. And yet, when trophies were being handed out and media outlets were clinking their champagne glasses reflecting on all the games they'd played that year, The Outer Wilds was cleaning up, while Obsidian's The Outer Worlds seemed to have disappeared into the ether entirely. So what happened? Where did this game...
Wow! Wow, look at that! That's art! That's art! Right there. That's art right there. Look at that. It's great. Ah.
Where did this game go? Did it kick on its skip drive and pull protocol its way into oblivion? I can't remember the exact moment I wanted to give this game a shot, but I felt motivated to do a full-length review on this game, not just for all those reasons I mentioned in the opening paragraph, but to discover firsthand why the game had, despite the pedigree, despite the premise, despite the strong initial impressions, been forgotten by the gaming world promptly and entirely, like a weird dream. To kick off my investigation, I started with the developer, Obsidian. Let me tell you my experience with Obsidian Entertainment's games since their founding 18 years ago. First off, I bought and played a little bit of Fallout New Vegas. Okay, let's try something different. I know who these guys are, Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky.
Just some humor for you. You know. Alright, so we're...
Go. Did it kick on its...
Let's just bring in some random clips, eh? Is that good enough? Maybe it is. That seems thematically appropriate.
So what happened? Where did this game go? Did it kick on its skip drive and Cole Protocol its way into oblivion? I can't remember the exact moment I wanted to give this game a shot, but I felt motivated.
Well, yeah, we'll hold on to that. I know there's a cinematic shot in here. Well, that's just pretty. We'll use that for something. Give you some cinema. What cinema do you want? Some cinematic cinema? Hang on, I just gotta find the time code. That's where I gotta get going. And we need that from Groundbreaker. I don't want Groundbreaker. That's more Groundbreaker. Phineas. Yeah, this is all Roseway. $44.05. Let's look at that. I'm sure this all looks very basic for you, Crash. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's what I'm saying. You know, we're going to do a cinematic pan. We're going to do it right down there.
Protocol its way into oblivion? I can't remember the exact moment I wanted to give this game a shot, but I felt motivated to do a full-length review on this game, not just for all those reasons I mentioned in the opening paragraph on this game, not just for all those reasons I mentioned in the opening paragraph.
I know what I did. Because I still have Photoshop open. So I need to bring up okay, so we need to do one of these, and then that's what it looks like on the other monitor. Woohoo! Okay. So bring this up. And I'm not going to save this, thank God. We're going to crop this puppy down. Cool. Okay, we're going to draw a rectangle, and we're going to do a new layer. And we're going to put this over here. I'm going to switch the colors. That. Thank you. I like, that's why I do all that stupid cataloging. And then when I'm in a game like, when I'm in any game, honestly, I will do little machinima pans and stuff like that, so I get some real good stuff there. Let's crop this in a little bit closer. I'm going to save as Outer Worlds. We're going to do first paragraph, and we're going to make it a JPEG. Perfect. I was talking about this to someone earlier, but I wouldn't think of that in the moment. I'm not an ideas guy in any sense. It takes practice. I don't think I really did that for the first couple interviews, but there was another stream that I did a couple weeks ago where we did the Wanderer. I showed off the Wanderer. It was my first. It was my entry to BlizzCon that year. They were doing a fan film, and this was I want to say the summer that Make Love Not Warcraft came out, and that's where I learned kind of machinima, like how to put your character in the world and have him move around and make it look cinematic and stuff like that. Just like if you were taking photos and stuff with your, kind of chill stream, just showing off some awesome vids. If you got some time, check that stream out. That's where I'm actually trying to write the Outer Worlds review. We don't need that. We need this. We need this. And so, now kind of just anytime I'm in a game now and I'm recording, I will just stop and take cinematic pans and tilts and stuff like that, whatever I can. Which is interesting because I'm not like a huge photo mode guy, personally. I mean, sometimes I'll sit down in Forza and do that, but for the most part, I'm not the biggest Photoshop or photo mode dude. Let's bring in this.
View on this game, not just for all of those reasons I mentioned in the opening paragraph, but to
Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna make this a little bit smaller, so it's not cool. And then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put a Gaussian blur on it so that here, and we always repeat edge pixels, of course, but we're going to set the blurriness here, and then we're going to back it up to about 15 frames. We're going to set our other thing here, and next, and we'll set this to 500. All right, so let's see how that comes out, and let's make sure that sometimes the footage and the frame rate are different. Let's save the freaking, okay.
It's way into oblivion. I can't remember the exact moment I wanted to give this game a shot, but I felt motivated to do a full-length review on this game, not just for all those reasons I mentioned in the opening paragraph, but
we need to do a dissolve in. I really should just change the default time on here.
Tired. So what happened? Where did this game go? Did it kick on its skip drive and whole protocol its way into oblivion? I can't remember the exact moment I wanted to give this game a shot, but I felt motivated to do a full-length review on this game, not just for all those reasons I mentioned in the opening paragraph, but to discover firsthand why the game had, despite the pedigree, despite the premise, despite the strong initial impressions, been forgotten by the game.
We're going to split this in half. That's a long bit of text there to get through. So let's see if we got some. Do we have some? We got some combat. I know we do. I like staring at nice landscapes too, and then this game's got a couple. Little end combat stinger there. There is, I did combat. Oh, so this is the entire script. So if you want to pause the stream and read, you probably can't even see it. No, you can. I know you can. This is the entire script of the review. So if you want to make your own version, you can totally do that. If you want to make a pirated version of... all right, here we go. No, we're going to zoom. There we go. Yeah, so if you want to make a pirated version of the next nth review, here is the entire script. You can record your own dialogue or just train an AI to do it. And then just kind of just make your own review. It's 42 pages long. No bigs. Where's some combat? I want some combat. Thank you for stealing it all, you pirate. You and Captain Kirby are gonna... Captain Kirby is sleeping. It's so cute. Finally. Raptidons 55 122.50. Let's do Ellie with her machine gun. Yeah, seriously. I have ooh, that was really good. That was really good. Why did I do that? I know what I did. It's not the end. Don't worry. Scrub back just a little bit. Oh, that's not great. That's not great. That's a real pretty shot. Get the rings of Terra 2. I have other buddies who really like photo mode and stuff like Red Dead and even Monster Hunter. I never even think to go take pictures in real life, much less in games. I take pictures all the goddamn time. In fact, that's why I was fired from Best Buy once upon a time. I was just taking photos all the fucking time. Usually at work. And that got me into trouble. Louise, we did it! We got to 100 messages today. I don't know why it stops at it only broadcasts the 100, but whatever. Okay, let's see if this footage lines up.
Paragraph, but to discover firsthand why the game had, despite the pedigree, despite the premise, despite the strong initial impressions, been forgotten by the gaming world promptly and entirely, like a weird dream. To kick off my...
All right, let's get to something else here. I don't like opening up a whole bunch of folders or files, but
any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying.
Alright, that's pretty good. Like, look how being selective I am of footage. Ah, that looks good. Throw it in there. Screw 'em. Forget 'em. Forget about it. Just take 'em down. Alright. Let's see if that works with this.
Been forgotten by the gaming world promptly and entirely, like a weird dream. To kick off my investigation, I started with the developer, Obsidian.
Can we... Do we have... One thing I really didn't like about the weapon wheel, which I do talk about in the review, is that, if we go back here, there's no, there's no information on the weapon. How you doing, Louise? It's been a little bit. How you doing? There's no information on the weapons here. If you don't remember what gun you have in those slots, or melee weapon or blade or whatever, you can't even, it's hard to determine what weapon actually does what. So, whatever. So let's put that in there. Let's, we need, good thing we got all the clips. Do you use Premiere, Crash? I don't know if I've seen your work, buddy. That was my outline from back in the day. I did when I had it. I never did anything good. It was just me and my brother throwing clips together. Yeah, sure. Hey, man. You do you. I've got a Fallout New Vegas trailer in here. I just have handy. Of course, it's got the stupid IGN thing. I messed with After Effects a bit too, but it's been a while. I like all the tools you've been using. Thank you. I've always got at least 2 Adobe products open at pretty much any time. We were talking about that in Rain's Discord. Just like I use Adobe all the time. I pay it the monthly subscription. It's 100% worth it for me because, as you can see, like I'm using tools all the damn time, and just freaking nuts. So if you open the open wheel, you see a bunch of icons instead of information. Am I right? That is absolutely correct. And the problem is that as you play through the game, you'll notice that a bunch of the weapons share the same artwork. So you don't quite know exactly what damage you're doing or what kind or what your DPS is or anything like that. So how long has it been since you've seen this trailer?
Okay, let's try something different.
Yeah, it's been a long... I remember when this came out. I remember it was a big deal. I bought Fallout 3 the day it came out. I had the pre-order from Best Buy. And I played it. I had the day off. Actually, I played all day. I was actually living with not living with Rain, but he was my neighbor, and his roommate would come over and be like, "Hey, I want to play Fallout 3." And I let him for a little bit, but then just one day I got pissed off because he was just sitting in my place playing my Fallout 3. I have this weird thing where if other people play the game that I'm playing, especially if it's my copy, and then they get like farther than me, then I don't want to play the game anymore. And I discovered this unintentionally because Orzine actually played Splinter Cell. I had the original Splinter Cell for the original Xbox when it came out, and he played it like the mission or two past me, and then I never wanted to play it again. I never beat it. So just now that the world has changed and no one shares games anymore, I mean, you know. That was you. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't your fault. You didn't know. I didn't even know. But once I got past, I don't share my Steam library with anyone. Yeah, I buy a lot of games. I just bought Stellaris today. It's $10. It's $75 off. I just bought a bunch of Cities Skylines DLC for the inevitable nth review on Cities Skylines versus SimCity 2013. I actually have to buy the SimCity 2013 expansion. Like, it was like Cities of Tomorrow, something like that. I swear there was an Obsidian logo build in here somewhere. Nope, that wasn't it. Yeah, freaking hilarious. I know I swear I had another. Is this it? This was creepy as hell. I watched this trailer a whole bunch of times. Oh, no, don't give me copyright. Don't give me copyright issues. I almost got a freaking copyright issue. Last time I did a stream like this, they freaking nailed me on copyright stuff. Like, ugh. Not quite DMCA, but content ID. That's YouTube being proactive and their stuff. Why is there no Obsidian? Do I not have freaking... Where's an Obsidian logo? I gotta have one. Did I not ever turn the thing on early enough? I guess not. Well, you know what? We've got this open. Let's use that. I love that right there. Just those couple frames through the cape. And the frame right before. There we go. We'll use that. All right, let's go from the top here. And as you can see, look at the progress we're making. Look at that block right here. We're just doing on the stream here. Oh. All right, let's try this out.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stinks.
The Outer Worlds is...
Soren does know me.
It checks so many boxes for me. It's a role-playing game. It's from Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, the guys who...
That no-clip thing isn't staying there.
The original Fallout. It's science fiction. It has an interesting Art Nouveau styling throughout. You get your own spaceship and travel the Halcyon system. It's got a familiar gameplay, but it's an original IP, and it's not a prequel, sequel, or reboot. What could possibly go wrong? The Outer Worlds released in October of 2019, just before the critical November release death schedule and award season. Initial impressions looked solid, and it seemed like it would have no issue standing out, despite releasing in the same year as the similarly titled The Outer Wilds from a new, significantly smaller studio. And yet, when trophies were being handed out and media outlets were clinking their champagne glasses reflecting on all the games they'd played that year, The Outer Wilds was cleaning up, while Obsidian's The Outer Worlds seemed to have disappeared into the ether entirely. So what happened? Where did this game go? Did it kick on its skip drive and Cole Protocol its way into oblivion? I can't remember the exact moment I wanted to give this game a shot, but I felt motivated to do a full length review on this game, not just for all of those reasons I mentioned in the opening paragraph, but to discover firsthand why the game had, despite the pedigree, despite the premise, despite the strong initial impressions, been forgotten by the gaming world promptly and entirely, like a weird dream. To kick off my investigation, I started with the developer, Obsidian. Let me tell you my experience with Obsidian.
That was a great transition there.
Their founding 18 years ago. First off, I bought and played a little bit of Fallout New Vegas. Okay, let's try something different. I know who these guys are.
Great. Cool. Alright, but we do have to change that sound. We gotta bring this down a bit. And then we need to do a constant gain.
Obsidian. Let me tell you my experience with Obsidian.
That's so much better. So much better.
18 years ago. First off, I bought and played a little bit of Fallout New Vegas. Okay, let's try something different. I know who these guys are.
Alright, so this is off. This happens. Is you just get the frame in there, so then it like actually works. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Throw that laundry in that dryer and find a small snack, preferably not a Kirby. Preferably not. Outer Worlds doesn't look like it's having a Western space theme, but it does. Indeed, it does. All right, that's fine. Do what you want, Crash. Just whatever, man. Don't want to eat cats? I'll eat cats.
Who these guys are. Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, the co-directors of The Outer Worlds and the producer and art director of the original Fallout, respectively, which was developed and published the original Fallout, respectively.
Okay. So, we need to go back to...
It was developed and published by the PC gaming renowned Interplay. Now, I've played that game even recently on our Green Room streams. Join us in the Green Room on Saturdays. It's a gaming stream for people who don't like gaming streams. And shortly
so that's the plug right there for the Green Room. I've got it in here. Okay, let's see where we're at. We're just gonna slap that in there.
Join us in the Green Room on Saturdays. It's a gaming stream for people who don't like gaming streams. And shortly after it released...
That's so cool.
Join us in the Green Room on Saturdays. It's a gaming stream for people who don't like gaming streams. And shortly after it released, Tim and Leonard left to by the PC gaming renowned Interplay. Now, I've played that game even recently on our Green Room streams. Join us in the Green Room on Saturdays. It's a gaming stream for people who don't like gaming streams.
Okay, so now I gotta get some Fallout footage in here.
I wonder if I'm doing better this time around because I'm actually
Oh, what? Remembering.
Actually, I think.
And we're totally gonna fake this out here, just like we did earlier. Yeah, seriously. If I could just have a video where all it is just me making a video about me.
Green Room streams. Join us at the Green Room on streams. Art director of the original Fallout, respectively, which was developed and published by the PC.
Hey, that's not how that worked.
Interplay. Now I've played that. And published by the PC gaming renowned Interplay. Now I've played that game even recently on our Green Room streams.
Okay. We're actually gonna, you know what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna do that crop thing they were talking about. Fuck. Lots of numbers is what's going on. We're gonna do crop, and we're gonna do that, and I guess. Oh crap! Wow, I've never used this before. Is it 24 or no 24.4.5? No, is it 24.7? 24.8. Perfect. Cool. And then all we have to do is move this thing so that it's right in the center. Oh, thank you, Crash. Oh, thank you so much. I tried so hard. When the my gosh. When this review is done, I'm going to start putting in the work to do, because I've been planning a news show, like a weekly show, like a talk show with panelists and stuff. Some you may know. This is obviously taking a bit longer than I expected. So, but it's something I want to do, like, I don't know, every week, every bi-weekly, something like that. And I'll do all new art and stuff like that. And it'll look kind of like the Green Room, but not. So we'll see. Where is the documentary in here? What was I doing? There we go.
Producer and art director of the original Fallout, respectively.
Gaming content, discussion, like topics. Every week we're gonna have like I don't know, like 3 to 5 different topics, and we'll have just people jumping in. We'll have people like own the topic, stuff like that. Obviously, nothing's set up in stone. We'll have like a shared document or something that we're working between us. Early days, I have some really cool people that I want to work with on it, but obviously it's just a matter of getting it together and getting this done, of course. So I'm not going to be streaming all of this, of course, because it would take a million years. But, you know, this is fun. And I said I would stream tonight. Isn't that right, Luis? I told you I would stream tonight. I told you I would do that. I'm not a liar.
Get money in, being told basically make whatever game you want.
All right, we're going to do a push here. I like push. I just like push. What I wish Premiere had was eased. Well, maybe they do, but just eased velocity. Blah, 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 blah. So that then you can do just cooler stuff. I'm a simple man with simple taste. That's all I need. But I don't like how the default is that. And I think they got some cutscenes in here.
It was, we really kind of realized what a unique opportunity it was at the time to be given a small bag of money. Oh my God.
I'm hoping to have this thing done. It's probably not going to be May 1st, but probably the week after. And we're going to do a Saturday instead of a green... Well, we might even do a green room that day. But there'll be a premiere Saturday afternoonish. I'm hoping to get it done early enough so that the European fans can come see it live as it happens. And I'll be in there chatting as we do it. I've never done a premiere before, so we'll see.
World promptly and entirely like a weird dream. To kick off my investigation, I started with the developer, Obsidian. Let me tell you my experience with Obsidian Entertainment's games since their founding 18 years ago. First off, I bought and played a little bit of Fallout New Vegas. Okay, let's try something different. I know who these guys are, Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, the co-directors of The Outer Worlds and the producer and art director of the original Fallout respectively, which was developed and published by the PC gaming renowned Interplay. Now, I've played that game even recently on our Green Room streams. Join us in the Green Room on Saturdays. It's a gaming stream for people who don't like gaming streams. And shortly after...
So, we're going to put a green room. Let's put a freaking green room graphic. I know I have a green room graphic in here. Captures. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited to interact with people, and since there's so many people, we'll schedule that out in advance, hopefully, and people will join in. So maybe not that big, but okay. And then put the end there. Oh shit, I didn't set this freaking timer.
Now, I've played that game even recently on our Green Room streams. Join us in the Green Room on Saturdays. It's a gaming stream for people who don't like gaming streams. And shortly after it released...
Watch the streams. Watch the stream. Cross the streams if you have to. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. I'll do a graphic for this a little bit later. What I am going to do is a dip to black to break this up a little. Yep, there we go.
Obsidian. Let me tell you my experience with
That
Obsidian
looks better.
Entertainment's games since their founding 18 years ago. First off, I bought and played a little bit.
We actually don't need that.
First off, I bought and played a little bit of Fallout New Vegas. Okay, let's try something different. I know who these guys are, Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, the co-directors of The Outer Worlds and the producer and art director of the original Fallout respectively, which was developed and published by the PC gaming renowned Interplay. Now, I've played that game even recently on our Green Room streams. Join us in the Green Room on Saturdays. It's a gaming stream for people who don't like gaming streams. And shortly after it released, Tim and Leonard left to form their own studio, Troika.
Great. Great. Cool. Alright, alright. Do I have... I don't know if I have... Troika. Yes. Orzine knows about... I watched him play Arcanum. Back in college, actually. I'm stealing a graphic right now. Is that really all you got? Is that really all you got? We're gonna go into Outer Worlds and... Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Thank you. That is exactly what I want. Jingle, 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 jingle. And we'll bring this in here.
Shortly after it released, Tim and Leonard left to form their own studio, Troika. At the same release, Tim and Leonard...
So what we're gonna do is cheat a little bit. And when you're playing a game like Adobe Premiere, you are free to cheat all you want, and that was really dumb. Am I really gonna have to do this? Am I really gonna have to do this? That's much better. That's much better. Let's wheel this thing along. And yes, we'll tear down the graphic there. This is a mess. Of course it's a freaking mess. Yeah, Troika. It's probably still one of my favorite RPGs that I've ever beaten myself. I remember the cool part was you could travel to places in real space. Because like Fallout, you could do... I guess in Fallout you could not really. But in Arcanum, you could actually walk the entire distance between 2 points. And that I thought that was really cool. Time consuming, but really cool. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Yep, that's good. And just scrubbing through some footage here. Yeah, it was just sort of contained in chunks on a physical map. A map that is essentially just auto-generated mess, but very much there. Yeah, exactly. And I remember you would, like, kill a lot of time that way, just like zigzagging across the map. I didn't understand that myself, but... Did I record this at all? I don't have any of my VODs local. So... I'm an idiot. Why did I skip around so much? Well, maybe we can just bring it up to the frickin' menu. I don't know. I think that was me just looking for stuff or finding random encounters to grind XP from. Yeah. I think that's real. Gosh, what am I doing? I'm just trying to find good footage. Why did I not record good footage? Oh, this is literally the beginning of the stream. Come on, let's get out of the rats. There we go. Okay. I think that's good enough. I don't even need all that time. Why did I even edit it for that? Okay.
after it released, Tim and Leonard left to form their own studio, Troika. Leonard left to
Okay, so we can bring this over. And we're going to make this smaller so that everyone can see. Do. Bum, 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 bum. So let's shrink this down. And we're going to get a little arc, it'll dissolve there. That is the wrong fucking thing. Alright, cool. So we're going to do the same thing we did earlier. I wish there was a better way to macro this. There probably is. But I don't know why that's not on by default. Let's take... That is really dumb. There we go. And then that is that. And then this goes to 100. I just keep forgetting that I have numpad on so I can control. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to add some dynamism here. We're going to increase the scale just a little bit from the beginning. There we go. Okay.
And shortly after it released, Tim and Leonard left to form their own studio, Troika. At the same time...
That like nothing frickin' happened. Maybe we don't need that much dynamism. Let's crank it.
And shortly after it released, Tim and Leonard left to form their own studio, Troika. At the same time, Interplay on...
Okay, so saw this. That overlap. Can't stay to watch, but I'm looking forward to this vid. Yes! 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 It's hours and hours of nonsense and garbage, but we've produced so far almost 2.5 minutes. Like, we had nothing. We had nothing when we started this, except for all the stuff that you're going to see in the video. But, except, well, this part here. But yeah, all this here, we edited live here on the stream. And since I only do 3 to 5 minutes a day anyway, usually on work nights, we're making really good time. So, thank you for dropping in, and I really do hope you enjoy. I'll put it in the Patreon as well, the link there. But obviously, you're going to get the YouTube feeds and all that fun stuff. Where are we at? What's going on? All right, let's watch it from the top. Let's see how it flows.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stinks.
The Outer Worlds is an interesting game. It checks so many boxes for me. It's a role-playing game. It's from Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, the guys who, once upon a time, brought us the original Fallout. It's science fiction. It has an interesting Art Nouveau styling throughout. You get your own spaceship and travel the Halcyon system. It's got a familiar gameplay, but it's an original IP, and it's not a prequel, sequel, or reboot. What could possibly go wrong? The Outer Worlds released in October of 2019, just before the critical November release, death schedule, and award season. Initial impressions looked solid, and it seems like it would have no issues.
It's a lot of planning, I tell you that. That's why these take 3 months to make. You know, aside from the fact that I work a full-time job and all that fun stuff.
Yet when trophies were being handed out and media outlets were clinking their champagne glasses reflecting on all the games they'd played that year, The Outer Wilds was cleaning up, while Obsidian's The Outer Worlds seemed to have disappeared into the ether entirely. So what happened? Where did this game go? Did it kick on its skip drive and whole protocol its way into oblivion? I can't remember the exact moment I wanted to give this game a shot, but I felt motivated to do a full nth review on this game, not just for all those reasons I mentioned in the opening paragraph, but to discover firsthand why the game had, despite the pedigree, despite the premise.
We're gonna do
despite the strong
a dissolve there
impressions,
between those
forgotten
clips.
by the gaming world promptly and entirely, like a weird dream. To kick off my investigation, I started with the developer, Obsidian. Let me tell you my experience with Obsidian Entertainment's games since their founding 18 years ago. First off, I bought and played a little bit of Fallout New Vegas. Okay, let's try something different. I know who these guys are. Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky, the co-directors of The Outer Worlds and the producer and art director of the original Fallout respectively, which was developed and published by the PC gaming renowned Interplay. Now, I've played that game even recently on our Green Room streams. Join us in the Green Room on Saturdays. It's a gaming stream for people who don't like gaming streams. And shortly after it released, Tim and Leonard left to form their own studio, Troika. At the same time,
Yeah, it's there's a lot going on, and unfortunately, with the way that streaming is, I'm not able to show you everything. Not that I'd want to, but like I said, I've got four windows here. Hang on, you can see them. 4 windows here of assets that I'm constantly picking through that I've prepared. You saw the catalog here of all the footage. This is 37 pages of notes from almost 55 hours of footage. And then, hang on, let's bring up the, can I do this here? Let's bring up the outline here. Yeah, so this is the outline. These are all the notes that I write down. Let's get a better look here. These are all the notes that I write down as I'm playing the game, and then as I'm cataloging it, I'll have this and then the catalog in 2 separate windows. Like the outline will be in the top left here, and then the catalog will be down here, and then the video will be on the right. And I will just be jotting down all these notes as I'm playing it. This is 18-page outline here. And then that becomes, and then as I'm leaving my sources and stuff like that, here, this will just get pasted into the YouTube video. And then that becomes the script, which this is 42 pages long, which Crash already copied and is pirating, sending all of his illegal copies to everyone. And then what I do is I write all this down, I edit it. Editing takes almost as long as actually writing the thing. And then I record it, and then I edit the audio recording, and then the audio recording becomes the backbone here. Backbone here gets mixed up, and audio levels changed and leveled out and stuff like that, so it's more consistent. But then this, I bring that in here, and I break it down into the individual chapters, because you see here, these are all the individual chapters of the review, all 5 of them. And you can see we're making progress. And I lay them out. I set all the little markers, as you see here. And that shows me when to cut between stuff, so I'm not having to figure this out as I'm going along. So it's kind of like a paint by numbers at this point. But what I'll do is I'll lay down the opening notes here. Check me out on the nth+1 review.biz. Now that you've stolen my formulas. Like, hey, let's see the opening to chapter 4.
2019, but plays like the mid-aughts. And the road...
That's not what we should be doing. Hang on. Good thing we did that, because that's not what should have happened. What the heck? What the heck?
Bumpier from here.
Okay, so that's chapter 3. What the hell is happening? Oh my god. That was so dumb. Okay, so that's the end. And then we add 1 second between them. So that's 29:04, 30:04. I was going to show you the beginning of chapter 4. It was in the wrong place entirely. It was off by fractions of a second. I actually did that with the Thief review. I accidentally chopped off seconds. I didn't properly time it out right. And I almost lost like a couple minutes, which would have made the ends of those scenes seem very weird. That's fine. Hey, yeah, so let's go ahead and watch the beginning of chapter 4 here. Because I have to lay this out.
Bumpier from here.
It really does grieve like spit shine gold. Just imagine busting up all these windows, looting all these stores.
The worlds of the Outer Worlds are filled with tales of adventure.
There, you guys, did you get your spoilers? That was chapter 4. That's an hour and 24 minutes into the video. You're seeing the future right now. You don't know how lucky you have it. You have no idea. No clue. Anyway, let's cut in just a little bit more, and then I think I'll call it for the night.
At the same time, Interplay unveiled their new role-playing game division, Black Isle Studios, which developed and released Fallout 2 the following year, among plenty of other popular PC role-playing games.
I actually need footage for this. This is
Fallout 2
harder.
wound up being a critical and fan favorite, eventually, but it shipped unfinished, which is a fun little business practice that PC game publishers were starting to implement back in those days to save a few bucks and get games out the door. It was like early access, except you paid full price for a supposedly finished game. It was freaking amazing. A friend of mine had a copy of Fallout 2, and I remember it performed pretty poorly. Load times took forever, and it crashed a couple times. So naturally, being the little truth-to-power shit I was in 1998, my first experiences on the internet involved going to the Black Isle Studios message boards, which I sadly couldn't find in the Wayback Machine, and yelling at whoever would listen to ask why they would publish such a buggy and unfinished game. And I wasn't the only one. It got so bad that producer Fergus Urquhart came on the boards and announced that they would be shutting them down entirely for the 1998 holiday.
Yeah, that definitely happened. That definitely happened. And I was 13, 14? 14? Yeah, I was 14 years old. I thought I had a screen, or maybe I have a video. Maybe I have a video. I thought I had captures, desktop. That's Gloomwood. That's not what I'm looking for. I genuinely don't know if I have that footage. We'll see. The gathering the footage and stuff is, yeah, and it is definitely getting late for me. Gathering the footage part is definitely, it's a process, especially when I have to get stuff that I don't have immediate access to. So that takes its own time. So this part's gonna be a little harder, but let's see if we can.
Obsidian has developed a storied reputation and passionate fan base, but it wasn't always easy. They spent a lot of their early years building sequels for other franchises like Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2.
All right, hang on. This one I know we got. I know we got this stuff. Captures. There we go. That is so loud. I did not play KOTOR 2. I played the original KOTOR, but I did not play the second one. We're going to turn this bad boy down.
Neverwinter Nights 2.
Grabbing those trailers. That's a pretty cool shot. I like that. Now I'm going to get comments like, oh, so I see that's how you make your crappy views. You don't know what you talk about. You just grab footage and just do whatever frick you want, you dumbass. It's like, you're accurate.
Nights 2, Dungeon Siege 3.
And they would be completely right. Let's see. Just looking. Here we go. I remember playing the demo for this. But not much. That's a really big title card right there. How about we cut it right there? There. That's it.
And of course, Fallout New Vegas.
Let's where are we at with the Fallout? We can use the same trailer we had before. Guys, let's get lazy. Here we go. We can just use the title card. That was really dumb. You know what? I use gameplay for the other ones. That doesn't make any sense.
Siege 3 and of course Fallout New Vegas. They also
Hey, that was pretty nice. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. You played it on OG Xbox? That is correct, sir. I played KOTOR on the original Xbox when it came out in July of 2003. So that's about due for a remake of its own. How's that segment?
but it wasn't always easy. They spent a lot of their early years building sequels for other franchises like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, Neverwinter Nights 2, Dungeon Siege 3, and of course Fallout New Vegas.
So one thing that pisses me off is the change in aspect ratios between things. This pillar boxing is fine. It's the narrower, wider, widescreen. So we're gonna zoom this in a little bit. More visual consistency.
They spent a lot of their early years building sequels for other franchises like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, Neverwinter Nights 2, Dungeon Siege 3, and of course Fallout New Vegas.
Let's bring that down a little bit. Okay. Alright, guys. Let's bring it to the end screen so you can see me. Thank you for dropping by. This was totally impromptu. I guess I talked about it in the Discord last night, but, this was just a fun thing. I'd like to do more editing things in the future. So, hey, if you're interested, there's going to be a VOD of this later on YouTube, I think Facebook, Twitch, of course. We're streaming everywhere. There's 4 viewers on Twitch. So I think I know 3 of them. I think I do. Thank you for dropping by. Of course, on YouTube YouTube anyway. Drop a like. If you're not subscribed, you should be subscribed. I do know you, Crash. I know you so much. Follow. Subscribe on YouTube, of course. And if you're not into Discord, there are people who think they're in the Discord. Get in the Discord. There's a link below. At least on YouTube there is. In all of the notes for every video, there's a YouTube Discord link. Go to the Discord and talk with us in the Discord. We're constantly talking about stuff. So get in there. Now. Go get in there. Social media everywhere. And then, on Saturday we'll run Green Room as usual. This Saturday we're playing Abduction from Cyan Worlds. The guys who made Myst. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. I made sure that it worked. And, until next time, hey, I'll see you next time. Pew 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 pew. Hat Dan. Pew 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 pew. All right, let's stop this stupid.